welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And it's February and Valentine's Day. Chocolate is way overpriced and so is roses. Yeah, you know me. I'm very, we'll just call it frugal. But it's also an emotional time. So I can't think of a better person to come in and talk about emotion than my buddy Cindy. Cindy, are you out there?
I am here. Thank you for having me on the show again.
Thanks for being on the show, man. It's February, all these emotions and love and power and yeah, okay. What's going on in the world? Why is everybody like this? I'm about to go get Kleenex myself here in a minute. What's going on?
Well, emotions are part of the human experience. We are meant to feel the full spectrum of emotion, but our society has trained us that it's bad to feel mad, that we shouldn't feel sad. And so they've trained us to numb it, dumb it, drug it, Netflix it, feed it, alcohol it, all of the things. And it doesn't support our human experience. And we're starting to realize that over the last few years with what's happened with COVID and everything else, is that our superpower as a human being is the ability to choose our emotions. Now, I work with specific techniques in a course called Mastering the Brain Game, where I teach you a very simple tool on how to choose and shift your emotion. But it's really about shifting your mental focus, because what happens is the brain gets caught up spinning. Well, I'm feeling angry and now I shouldn't feel angry. And so now I'm stupid for feeling angry, and we judge it. It is the judgment of the emotion that causes the problem, not the emotion itself. If we just allow energy, energy in motion, if we just let it move without judgment, the anger dissipates in 15 minutes or less. And that is scientific fact.
I don't know. I can carry anger for a long time.
Yeah, because you
Cut
judge
me off
yourself
in
for it.
traffic. See what happens. No, I'm kidding. But I've got to ask you, you do tell yourself you feel sad or depressed or angry or frustrated or any of that kind of stuff. And I personally, always try to just push it aside and deal in the moment. And it seems to just get bigger
Yep.
because I don't deal with it. Is that a true thing, or is that just a Tigo thing?
No, that is a true thing. It's a human experience to want to push it away because we don't enjoy the feeling of it. It doesn't feel great to be sad or angry. So I don't want to deal with it. I'd rather numb it, shove it under the carpet, and pretend it doesn't exist. But the body is designed to process emotion. And so what's happening when it's getting louder and louder and louder is your body's trying to get your attention to deal with this emotion. Wherein if you were to just look at the emotion and just accept it as part of the human experience without it needing to be something, without it needing to mean something, without it being anything other than just what that emotion is, then it will move on very, very quickly. Our superpower as a human being is the ability to transmute energy, which in layman's terms means choose your emotion.
Okay, so what about people that are out there? I'm not a big, all these extra holidays like Valentine's Day and stuff, to me, they're just, for greeting card companies to get extremely rich in a very short amount of time. But
Yeah.
people are very connected to Valentine's Day, and they get really sad when they either don't have their perfect Valentine, which perfect doesn't exist in my book, or they don't have a Valentine, period. So how do you
Mm.
get past the fact that you don't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day?
Well, we're all looking for love. That's all we really want as human beings. And so be the one who's willing to step up and be that for yourself. Be your own perfect Valentine. Love the crap out of yourself. Go buy yourself flowers, buy yourself chocolates. Be the one who's willing to step up and be that loving experience for yourself. And in that, what will happen is you will see your outer reality start to reflect that love back to you. So this is something that I suggest people do all the time, not just during February and Valentine's Day, is just love yourself. The more we love ourselves, the more that reflects out into the world, the more the world starts to love itself, and we become this mirror of love back and forth between each other, and it creates a beautiful experience. So love
Wow.
yourself.
That's amazing. The way you put stuff seems so simple. And then you talk about the brain game. And for everybody out there, go check out previous episodes. She goes way deep in the brain game before, but just give them the overview of what the brain game is.
Yeah, it's a 10-week transformational journey based on the law of divine timing that teaches you emotional mastery and moves you into what's next so you can create the life of your dreams.
See, she says that's so easy, like it done. Without the done.
Complication is not the way of the universe.
But if you guys want to know more about the brain game, you know where to go. Go to tigodirect.com. She's on there. She's one of our VIP experts. Just go over there. I'm sure she's got a little prize for you, a little link for you to connect and understand the brain game. So let's talk about family emotions. Let's talk about, dealing with, because when we were kids, when I was a kid, you're way younger than me, but when I was a kid, there wasn't ADD, ADHD. There was sit your butt down and shut up. That was what my mother said.
Yeah.
So how do you handle emotions when you've got a kid that's high energy, or you have a spouse that's not very open and doesn't share emotions? How do you deal with all that during this emotional time?
I mean, that's a deep conversation to get into, but it's really about your own emotional experience. Everything that's outside of you is a direct reflection of what's happening on the inside. So with your relationships, especially with significant others, they are mirroring back to you everything that you believe about yourself. So again, in an invitation to love yourself, to come into that self-love experience. And then with children, we want to encourage them to also love themselves. Our children these days are different. They're coming in with a different numerological code. They're coming in with connection, a desire for connection, hyper intuition. And we as adults don't understand them because they are the next evolution of humanity. And so allowing them to experience their emotions without judgment for us as parents is key, just to let them experience the emotion without drugging it or numbing it.
So, I know your specialty is entrepreneurs. You help us, stay on the path, at least me. I run to you as often as I can. I'm sure you're sick of your Facebook thing going ding. But and I thank you for that. But I don't think your specialty is children or family. Are there people out there who has a specialty that's children and family?
Yeah, we're moving Mastering the Brain Game out into the world. I want brain gaming to be a household verb, and we have certified coaches who teach the brain game, who are working directly with families and children, who are working in corporate, who are working with health and well-being. We have a full plethora of coaches working with that particular course in different departments. So if it's something specific that you're looking for that I don't particularly teach, we've got someone we can hook you up with for sure.
So, and if somebody is out there, if you guys want to find out where to go, how to go, you know what to do. Go to Tigo Direct, click on Cindy. She's one of our VIP experts, and she'll hook you up with people in her organization that deals with family and all that kind of stuff. See, she's dancing now. I'm dancing, So I got to ask before Alan, 1 minute mark, I got to ask you, if somebody wants to be, a counselor, a trainer, a consultant, all that kind of stuff, do you take other people in and teach them that as well for their career?
Yes, absolutely. I teach coaches how to instruct the brain game. So we walk you through a certification process. We call it the Unity Coaching Certification. And it brings you to a level of unity consciousness so that you can go and coach this to other humans. I want to see 1 billion brain game coaches in the world. So if it inspires you, if you're interested, reach out and connect with me, and I will definitely find the right pathway for you.
All right, everybody. She came in here. It's February. You guys wanted to know about emotion. That's not Tigo. Go to tigodirect.com. Connect with Cindy. She'll take care of you. Connect you to the right person. If it's not in her wheelhouse, trust me, she's connected with the right people. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.